Transformer is the topic today. So it's very common term. In our daily life also we are hearing this word transformer now and then. Sometimes in your locality somebody says, "अरे transformer लगता है जल गया, problem transformer से है." We are using this word. Actually we are talking about that transformer. So transformer is used in daily life to reduce the voltage and sometimes to increase the voltage. So voltage can be reduced or can be increased by using a transformer, right? In this transformer, reducing voltage is possible by step down transformer and increasing voltage is possible by step up transformer. So there are two types of transformer we are using. One is step up transformer and one is step down transformer, right? Okay, what actually is a transformer? So transformer is a device used to step up or step down AC voltage. So a transformer is used only to step up or step down AC current only, AC voltage only. A DC cannot be step up or step down by a transformer, right? So transformer is used in alternating voltage only. That is why transformer is there in the chapter alternating current. Okay. So is a device used to step up or step down AC voltage. Keeping input and output power constant. Ideally. So in an ideal transformer, input power and output power are same. So input and output power remains constant in an ideal transformer and we can perform the stepping up of a voltage or stepping down of a voltage. That device is called a transformer. Okay. Now the principle of transformer. A transformer works on the principle of mutual induction. Mutual induction we already studied that we have two coils. One is primary, one is secondary, and the change in the current of the primary is responsible for the change in voltage in the secondary. So we have induced voltage in the secondary by changing current in the primary. So transformer is also having the same setup. We have a primary coil and we have a secondary coil. So this is the principle of transformer is it works on the principle of mutual induction. Now it's construction. So we have a core, iron core normally we are using, and they are laminated core. Why laminated? We'll discuss later on. So this is an iron core in which we have primary coil and secondary coil. So the diagram it is clear. I have made more number of turns in this and less number of turns in this. So number of turns should be different as per our requirement. So if primary has more number of turns and secondary has less number of turns, it is a step down transformer. And if primary has less number of turns and secondary has more number of turns, that is a step up transformer. Okay? So this also we should remember, this is primary and this is secondary. Primary coil, secondary coil. So if N1 is number of turns in primary and N2 is number of turns in secondary, EP is voltage across primary and ES voltage across secondary. IP is current through primary and IS is current through secondary. So we have this only. Now, type of transformer. So type of transformer, one is step up. And number two is step down. Okay, now consider one by one. In step up transformer, number of turns in the secondary is more than number of turns in the primary. So this is step up. So if number of turns in the secondary is more than the primary, the transformer is step up. And then we can say N2 by N1 is greater than 1. N2 by N1 is called transformation ratio. Or it is called turns ratio. So actually this turns ratio decides whether the transformer is step up transformer or the transformer is step down transformer. Okay. Now for step down, in step down transformer, N2 is less than N1, therefore N2 by N1 is less than 1. So if transformation ratio is less than 1, it is step down, and if transformation ratio is more than 1, it is step up. So this defines the two types. Okay. Now whether the transformer is step up or step down, the power remains constant. Input and output power remains constant for ideal transformer. It is already written in the device introduction. Transformer is a device used to step up or step down AC voltage, keeping input and output power constant. So for an ideal transformer, input power is equal to output power. right? Because power remains constant. So power we can write as voltage into current. That also is over. We have already done that. When voltage is multiplied by current, we get power, VI. So here the input power will be EPIP and output will be ESIS. So this is the standard relation. And we can write ES upon EP is equal to IP upon IS. Now here we have to apply Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction to include number of turns also. So by Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. By Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, we can say ES is proportional to N2 and EP is proportional to N1. So ES upon EP is equal to N2 upon N1. So this is the 1, this is 2. Now from 1 and 2, you can write a common equation ES by EP is equal to N2 by N1 is equal to IP by IS. So this relation is used to solve almost all the problems of transformer, right? Now efficiency. Of transformer. So how efficient our transformer is? Because in a transformer there are many sources of loss of energy. Practical transformer. जब हम प्रैक्टिकल कोई ट्रांसफार्मर यूज कर रहे होते हैं तो उसमें बहुत सारे एनर्जी लॉस के सोर्स हैं. जैसे वो गर्म हो जाएगा तो हीट से लॉस होगा. आवाज होती है ट्रांसफार्मर में तो साउंड से लॉस हो गया. ठीक है. और भी कई आयरन लॉस होता है, कॉपर लॉस होता है, हमिंग लॉस होता है, ठीक है, फ्लक्स लीकेज लॉस होता है, फिर एडी करंट का लॉस होता है. तो तरह तरह के लॉस होते हैं हमारे प्रैक्टिकल ट्रांसफार्मर. और जब प्रैक्टिकल ट्रांसफार्मर में तरह तरह के लॉस होते हैं तो जो हमारा इनपुट पावर है वो एग्जैक्टली आउटपुट पावर नहीं रहता. वो तो आइडियल है जब देयर इज नो लॉस. So for all practical transformers, the output power is always less than the input power, right? So we can write efficiency में for practical transformers, output power is always less than input power. तो एफिशिएंसी किसको अच्छा मानेंगे? जिसमें ये लॉस कम से कम हो. लॉस तो होगा, अगर हम उस लॉस को मिनिमाइज कर सकेंगे तो हमारा ट्रांसफार्मर ज्यादा एफिशिएंट होगा. मान लो हमने 100% दिया और हमें उधर से 60% मिला तो 40% लॉस हो गया. अगर हमने कुछ ऐसा तिकड़म लगाया, ऐसा कुछ अरेंजमेंट किया, लॉस को मिनिमाइज किया कि हम इधर से 100 दें, उधर से मुझे 80 मिला तो 60 से बेटर हो गया. तो अगर हम लॉस को मिनिमाइज करते हैं तो हमारा एफिशिएंसी इंक्रीज करता है. तो जो एफिशिएंसी का फॉर्मूला होता है, एफिशिएंसी इज थीटा इक्वल टू आउटपुट पावर अपॉन इनपुट पावर into 100%. So formula wise we can write ESIS upon EPIP into 100%. This is efficiency. So we have to solve numericals based on this. Now I am writing the sources of loss. Sources of loss of सोर्सेज ऑफ लॉस इन ट्रांसफॉर्मर। नंबर 1 एडी लॉस। अभी एडी लॉस मैं बताता हूं क्या है। होता यह है कि हम इधर क्या लगाते हैं, प्राइमरी में एक एसी करंट, तो आउटपुट में एसी मिलता है। जब हम एसी डालते हैं तो करंट बढ़ता भी है, घटता भी है, घटता भी है, घटता भी है, बढ़ता भी है, घटता भी है। इससे क्या होता है, ये जो इसके अंदर जो कोर है जिस पर उसको हमने रैप किया है,